It's just paper in the wind. I don't crave the scepter or the crown of original sin. I'm just looking for the rhythm, the pulse under the skin, to keep the world from breaking out and keep the darkness in. The tunnels taught me silence, the trenches taught me cold. There's no peace for the wicked, all the souls already sold. 1 minute of the soldier, that's all I ever claim. Everything before is ash, everything after is a name. In that 60-second window, I don't feel the burning shame, just the logic of the bullet and the master of the game. Don't read my suit of armor, don't look for what's behind. It's a uniform for peacetime, to keep the demons blind. I've walked through France's graveyard with a hole inside my mind. Now I'm building up an empire for the peace I'll never find. I can endure it, but I'm not fine. The war didn't end, it just moved inside the line. Soldier, that's all I ever claim. Everything before is ash, everything after is a name. In that 60-second window, I don't feel the burning shame, just the logic of the bullet and the master of the game. Just noise. They try to threaten me with a hole inside the ground, but I've been living 6 feet deep since I heard that whistle sound. The mud of France is in my lungs, the shrapnel's in my head. Don't waste your breath on ghosts, boy, no one listens to the dead. See a man in a tailored suit, I see a walking corpse. You're betting on a future while I'm killing all the remorse. No one listens to the dead, they don't have much to say. We just watch the living stumble through the middle of the day. I've died 1,000 times before, I'll die again tonight. But I'm the one who's standing when they turn out every light. Of God and mercy, like you know the way they feel. But the only God I ever met was made of lead and steel. He didn't offer comfort, he didn't offer bread. He just whispered in the silence, no one listens to the dead. I'm not afraid of your bullet, I've already been buried. I'm just back to finish the business. We just watch the living stumble through the middle of the day. I've died 1,000 times before, I'll die again tonight. But I'm the one who's standing when they turn out every light. Yeah, the dead don't talk, but we sure as hell don't listen.
On the board and I'm the
shoulder made. Checkmate. 3-piece armor woven out of coal, heavy wool to hide the fractures in a broken soul. Square in the shoulder, stiff in the spine, a uniform for a world that's no longer mine. Dark colors only to match the sky above, tailored for a man who's got no room for love. Silk on the skin, the lead in the chest. The more I look like a king, the less I get to rest. Wrapped in a suit of shadows, walking through the fire, lined with the secrets of a funeral pyre. It's not for the glory, it's not for the show, it's so you can see the wounds that are hiding below. The armor stays on until the lights go. Pointed collar, sharp enough to bleed. Everything I want, but nothing that I need. Movement is steady, no gesture is a waste. Victory is a bitter pill, I'm getting used to the taste. You read my buttons, you read my gold chain, but you'll never read the map of my internal reign. Don't try to read me, I've already read you. The suit doesn't make the man. It just hides the monster from himself. Of a funeral pyre. It's not for the glory, it's not for the show, it's so you can't see the wounds that are hiding below. The armor stays on until the lights go. Buttoned up, locked in. the stories of a man with a crimson palm, bringing the storm while he's preaching the calm. I used to fear him when I was just a boy. Now I'm the engine that he uses to destroy. The ink on my ledger is starting to turn red, and the shadow I cast is the color of the dead. I'm the hand in the dark, I'm the ghost in the street, the one you'll never see, but the one you're gonna meet. I am the shadow of the red right hand, the hidden king of this hollow land. I don't need a pulpit, I don't need a throne, I just need the silence of a heart turned to stone. Yeah, I'm the shadow, and the shadow has grown. They call it justice when the government kills. They call it business when I'm paying the bill. But blood is just blood, no matter the name, and we're all just players in a godless game. You look at my hand and you see it's quite clean, but the shadow behind me is the ghost of the machine. He's a ghost. He's a god. He's a man. He's a teacher. And I'm just the one who makes sure the lesson sticks. Shadow of the red right hand, the hidden king of this hollow land. I don't need a pulpit, I don't need a throne, I just need the silence of a heart turned to stone. Yeah, I'm the shadow, and the shadow has grown. The ironworks are screaming in the middle of the night. The coal dust in the alleyways is choking out the light. I walked these streets as a boy with a heart of gold, but the mist of small Heath turned it gray and cold. Welcome back to the city where the sun never shines, just a graveyard of dreams and a forest of lines. Every brick here knows my name, every gutter knows my shame. In the small Heath mist where the ghosts come to play, we hide our sins until the breaking of the day. It's a thick black veil over everything we do, a fog for the many, a shroud for the few. Yeah, the mist knows the truth, and the mist knows you. You can smell the fear. There's a silence in the houses that no one wants to hear. We're all just soot and shadows in a dirty iron cage, writing our own ending on a soot-covered page. I tried to build a palace on this hollow, broken ground, but the mist is the only thing that's always around. I left this place once, but I never really got out. The mud, the smoke, it's not just on my boots anymore. It's in my blood. The small Heath mist where the ghosts come to play, we hide our sins until the breaking of the day. It's a thick black veil over everything we do, a fog for the many, a shroud for the few. Yeah, the mist knows the truth, and the mist knows you.
Sweet home. Sweet home.
There's a piece of lead out there, wandering the street, waiting for the moment that our trajectories meet. It's got my initials carved deep into the side, but I ain't looking for a corner where a man can hide. I've been dancing with the Reaper since the winter of 16, and a bullet's just a lover that I haven't met or seen. If you can load the chamber, you can aim it at my chest, but you're just giving a tired man a chance to finally rest. I'm looking for the bullet, with my name on the skin to end the long division of the state that I am in. You can't kill a man who's already in the grave. I'm the master of the bullet, not the coward or the slave. Yeah, fire away, I've got nothing left to say. Frenchman's rifle on Italian's hidden vest? Is it waiting in the shadows for a heart that's lost its zest? I've survived the tunnels, the gas, and the wire. I've walked through the valley and I spat into the fire. So don't threaten me with heaven, don't threaten me with hell. I've been living in the middle and I'm doing fairly well. I hope it's a fast one. I hope it's clean. 'Cause if you miss, you're gonna find out exactly how much of a ghost I can be. With my name on the skin to end the long division of the state that I am in. You can't kill a man who's already in the grave. I'm the master of the bullet, not the coward or the slave. Yeah, fire away, I've got nothing left to say. Almost. Lock the doors and turn the open sign around. I don't want to hear a single solitary sound. The gold is on the counter, the blood is on the floor, and there's a new set of rules walking through that door. In this room I am the law, the prophet and the king, and I'm the only one who decides who's gonna swing. Drink your iris poison, let it warm your hollow chest. But listen to the order before you take your rest. It's the Garrison's order, signed in smoking ink. The world is getting darker with every drop you drink. Don't ask for a reason, don't ask for the why. Just follow the shadow or prepare yourself to die by order of the peaky blind under a Birmingham sky. I've got the coppers in my pocket and the devil on my side. There's nowhere in this city where a rat can safely hide. We're expanding the borders, we're taking what is ours, while the rest of you are wasting all your golden hours. The tally's being taken, the ledger's being closed, and I'm the only outcome that nobody opposed. This meeting is over. Take the names, John, burn the letters. And you, don't let me see your face in this pub ever again. The Garrison's order, signed in smoking ink. The world is getting darker with every drop you drink. Don't ask for a reason, don't ask for the why. Just follow the shadow or prepare yourself to die by order of the peaky blinders under a Birmingham sky. Put it on the tab. Put it on the tab. The iron keeps me standing, the steel is in my hand. building up a fortress on the shifting desert sand. When the sun goes down and the bells begin to chime, I need a different kind of weapon to kill the ghost of time. One breath of the poppy, one taste of the blue, to stop the tunnels from closing in on you. The metal is cold, but the smoke is so warm, a temporary shelter from the coming of the storm. Iron and opium, the balance of the blade, walking through the garden that the shell shock made. One to keep the power, one to drown the scream, living in the nightmare, dying in the dream. Yeah, it's a long way down in the silver steam. I see the men are buried, they're standing in the hall. I see the blood of brother written on the wall. So I take another drag, let the vision start to fade. Back to the business, back to the trade. I'm a man of iron during the light of day, but in the purple shadows I just melt away. Can you hear the shovels? They're still digging, Arthur. But the pipe makes them stop, just for a minute. The soldier's minute. In the silver stir, I'm still in the tunnel. I traded the shovel for a golden pen. I built an empire to protect my men. But in the corner of my eye, in the middle of the night, I see a flash of green and a dress of white. You're standing by the window, you're standing by the bed. But how can I love you when I'm already dead? The bullet took the singer, but it left the song, and I've been humming the wrong notes for far too long. Oh, grace is ghost, don't look at me that way. There's nothing left for a hollow man to say. I kept the secret, I kept the wedding ring, but I lost the only heart that made me wanna sing. Yeah, the ghost is here, but she doesn't say a thing. I put you in the ground where the grass grows tall, but you're the only shadow that doesn't leave the wall. I hear your voice in the whiskey, I see you in the smoke, a beautiful promise that the Great War broke. I've got everything I wanted, I've got the world in my hand, but I'd burn it all to ash to see you once more stand. I'm sorry, Grace. I tried to be a different kind of man, but the tunnels are all I really know. Wait for me in the mist. That way, there's nothing left for a hollow man to say. I kept the secret, I kept the wedding ring, but I lost the only heart that made me wanna sing. Yeah, the ghost is here, but she doesn't say a thing. The sky is made of dirt and the walls are made of clay. We're digging out a grave for the light of day. Deep beneath the sump where the rats and brothers crawl, listening to the Germans on the other side of the wall. My hands are raw and bloody, my heart is beating fast, waiting for the ceiling to be the thing that doesn't last. No room to turn around, no room to catch a breath, just 6 inches of wood between us and a dirty death. In the 1916 tunnel where the soul begins to rot, we traded everything we were for everything we're not. The pickaxe is my gospel, the the shovel is my friend. In a darkness so heavy you can't see where you went. Yeah, the war began down here, and it's never gonna end. The whistle blows at midnight, the gas begins to seep. There's a secret in the mud that a soldier has to keep. I died beneath that mountain, I died inside that hole. I came back with a fortune, but I left behind a soul. So when I close my eyes and the room begins to shake, I'm back inside the tunnel and I'm wide, wide awake. Can you hear them? They're behind the wall, Danny. Freddie, stay quiet. If we stop digging, the tunnel, it takes us all. Where the soul begins to rot, we traded everything we were for everything we're not. The pickaxe is my gospel, the shovel is my friend. In a darkness so heavy you can't see where you went. Yeah, the war began down here, and it's never gonna end. I'm still gone there. Just my coat and a spirit like the wind. The only creature here that never truly sinned. I bought him with a lie, I raised him with a prayer. The only bit of beauty in this burning handman. He doesn't ask for power, he doesn't ask for gold. He just runs against the morning, brave and bold. In his eyes I see a man I used to be, before the world decided take it all from me. Run, Monaghan Boy, run far away from here. Away from the whiskey, the blood and the fear. Actually awake, glide on to the mist for a dead man's sake. They say a horse can't see the ghost inside a man. They say he knows the ending of every hidden plan. Stands inside the stable, waiting for the ride, watching all the secrets that I title in his hand. He's not a gambler's tool. He's not a business move. He's just fast. And for a minute, when I'm on his back, the world can't catch us. Actually away right on to the mess for a dead man's sake. Go in, son. The uniform back in the mud of France, but the devil's in a tailored suit and he wants another dance. A letter from the palace, a whisper from the crown. Go and burn another man's ambition to the ground. They give you a medal to hide the stain of the sin, but the king's shilling is a coin you never really win. One hand on the Bible, the other on the gun, doing the dirty work that simply must be done. Oh, the king's shilling, it's a heavy price to pay to be the butcher's dog at the end of every day. I'm a patriot for hire, I'm a soldier on a leash, building up the empire while I'm tearing down the peace. God save the king. And God help me. They call it national interest, I call it murder for hire. They sit in their velvet chairs while I walk through the fire. I'm hunting down the rebels, I'm breaking up the strikes. I'm the monster in the shadows that the government likes. But a crown is just a weapon if you hold it by the blade. And I'm the best assassin that the British Empire made. We don't work for them because we like them. We work for them because they're bigger than us. For now, a deal is a deal. But even a king
can be.
Shilling, it's a heavy price to pay to be the butcher's dog at the end of every day. I'm a patriot for hire, I'm a soldier on a leash, building up the empire while I'm tearing down the peace. God save the king. And God help me. Rooms and not a single soul I wanna see, just the ghosts of small Heath keeping company with me. The marble floors are freezing, the chandeliers are dim, the cup of my success is filled up to the brim, but I'm drinking all alone in the middle of the night, while the shadows of the hallway are putting out the light. I climb the mountain just to see the fall, a king without a kingdom, a master without a dog, lost in the isolation of a house built on bone. The more I own the world, the more I am alone. Arrow house is quiet, the fire's burning low, and I've got nowhere left for a tired man to go. Yeah, the silence is the loudest thing I'll ever know. I've got the servants and the silver, I've got the family name, but every portrait on the wall is looking at my shame. The garden's full of roses, but the soil is full of lead. I'm living in a palace while I'm wishing I was dead. Security at every door, a guard at every gate, but they can't keep out the whispers of a man's impending fate. Is anyone there? Arthur, Polly, I have everything. And it's absolutely nothing. got nowhere left for a tired man to go. Yeah, the silence is the loudest thing I'll ever know. So quiet. A black suit from New York, a toothpick in his teeth, with a vendetta written in the blade beneath. The black hand is knocking on the Garrison door, bringing a brand of killing we haven't seen before. He's got my family's names on a deck of bloody cards, and he's slipping past the alleys, and he's slipping past the guards. It's not about the money, it's not about the pride, it's about the number of places you can hide. Beware of Luca's hand coming for your soul, the hitman's logic and a heart of burning coal. From the streets of Brooklyn to the Birmingham mud, he's looking for a payment in the currency of blood. Yeah, the mafia is here, and they're looking for a flood. I face the crown, I face the law, I face the firing line. But this is a different kind of hunger, a different kind of design. He doesn't want the empire, he wants to see me crawl. He wants to see the Shelby name written on the wall. He's a ghost of the old world, the demon of the new, and he's got a silver bullet specifically for you. You think you're sophisticated? You think we're just gypsies in flat caps? Welcome to Small Heath, Luca. We don't do things the New York way. We do the peaky way. a sweating cold in the cell of Winson Green. The most pathetic sight that the world has ever seen. Arthur's praying for mercy, John is staring at the floor, while the hangman's footsteps are echoing outside the door. I put them in the cage, they handed down my key. I promised them a kingdom, but I gave them the gallows tree. Justice is a blind man, but the rope can always see the weight of every secret and the ghost of who I used to be. Oh, the noose is hanging ready at the break of day to wash the selby sins and the shall be blood away. I can hear the tractor creaking, I can feel the breath of hell, and I'm the one who led them to the bottom of this well. Oh yeah, the noose is waiting, and it knows us all too well. Valley's looking through me like I'm made of broken glass, watching all the promises and all the glory pass. I told them it was business, I told them it was planned, but they're looking at a monster and I'm looking for a man. Get them out, I have a letter, I have a deal. But they'll never look at me the same way again. The rope, it doesn't just break the neck, it breaks the soul. Us all too well. Not today, but soon.
They're shouting in the streets about the rights of every man, while I'm sitting in the shadows with a much more solid plan. I got the red flag in my pocket and the blacklist in my head, mixing up the politics with the butter and the bread. Is it revolution or is it just a show? The more the people struggle, the more the profits grow. The working man is thirsty, the politician's dry. Let's toast to the republic and every other lie. Give them socialist whiskey, let them fill the fire. Build them up a promise, then throw it on the pile. I'm a comrade in the morning, a lord by afternoon, dancing with the devil to a very catchy tune. Yeah, the whiskey's cheap, but the price is coming soon. They talk of Marx and Engels in the back rooms of the pub, while I'm drinking with the gentry in the exclusive city club. I speak the language of the poor because I know the sound of grit, but I wear the velvet waistcoat cause I know the way it fits. You can't change the system by standing in the rain. You have to own the engine to control the bloody train. The people don't want the truth. They want a hero who looks like them, but acts like me. So pour another round to the working class, to the revolution, and to the fact that I own both. Socialist whiskey, let them feel the fire. Build them up a promise, then throw it on a pyre. I'm a comrade in the morning, a lord by afternoon, dancing with the devil to a very catchy tune. Yeah, the whiskey's cheap, but the price is coming soon. To the people, to the people.
I've looked into the eyes of killers, I've looked into the grave, I've seen the way a desperate man begins to misbehave. But then I saw a reflection in a silver-plated glass, a man who speaks of destiny while the black shirts start to pass. He doesn't use a razor, he doesn't use a gun, he uses words to block out every flicker of the sun. It's a different kind of darkness, a different kind of cold. A monster in a tuxedo with a soul that's already old. Looking in Oswald's mirror, what do I see? The man that the world is waiting to be. A shadow of the future, a stain upon the light, a devil wearing elegance to justify the fight. God, I'm looking in the mirror, and it's ending the night. He calls me Mr. Shelby, with a smile that's made of ice. He thinks he's found a brother who can pay the heavy price. But I see the hollow structure, I see the twisted plan. He's not a leader of the people, he's the ending of the man. I'm a gangster from the gutters, I've got blood upon my sleeve. But even I have limits on the lies that I believe. I've met the devil before, he was a soldier, he was a priest. But this is something else. He's not fighting for a street, he's fighting for everything. And for the first time, I don't think I can stop the clock. Oswald's mirror, what do I see? The man that the world is waiting to be. A shadow of the future, a stain upon the light, a devil wearing elegance to justify the fight. God, I'm looking in the mirror, and it's ending the night. The doctor says I'm sick, the priest says I'm a sin, the mirror says I'm empty from the state that I am in. I've chased the white flag across 1,000 bloody miles, but it always turns to ashes in the middle of the pile. I build a wall of gold to keep the demons out of sight, but they're sitting in the kitchen in the middle of the night. I've got the power, I've got the name, but I can't find the water to put out the flame. There is no peace for me, no matter where I fly, no rest for the soldier until the day I die. The world is getting quiet, the shadows getting long, but I'm still hearing the echo of a wartime song. Yeah, there's no peace for me. I've been running far too long. I tried to be a father, I try to be a man, but the blood is on the blueprints of every single plan. My children look at me and they see a foreign land, a place they'll never visit, a place they'll never stand. I'm a king of nothing on a throne of broken glass, watching all the moments of a life I'll never pass. I'm so fucking tired. The shouting, the plans, the constant fucking noise. I just want 1 minute, a real one, not a soldier's minute, just silence. For the soldier until the day I die. The world is getting quiet, the shadows getting long, but I'm still hearing the echo of a wartime song. Yeah, there's no peace for me. I've been running far too long. Not yet. The fog is lifting from the Birmingham hills. The iron is resting, the city is still. I've burned every bridge and I've paid every debt. I'm leaving behind everything I regret. No more letters to sign, no more orders to give. I'm finding a place where a ghost can finally live. The tunnels are empty, the fire is out. I've silenced the whispers, I've silenced the doubt. And the white horse rides through the morning dew, leaving the old world to start something new. No crown on my head, no blood on my hand, just a lone rider crossing a silent land. The soul Yeah, the white horse rides to where the river ends. I see them all waiting on the other side, Grace with a smile, and the brothers who died. They don't see the politician or the man of the law. They just see the boy that the Great War saw. The suit is just fabric, the gold is just dust. I'm trading the power for a moment of trust. It's done, the watch has stopped. The 4 a.m. truce, it's finally over. And for the first time in a long, long time, I think I'm gonna sleep. Rides to where the river ends.